Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful Monday morning here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise, wherever you are around the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, wherever you are on the globe, dear friend. It is a brand new week. Yes, it's Monday morning, the most difficult day of the week. Rising from bed on Mondays are always difficult, dear friend. But well, we got no choice as men and women. We got no choice to be up and be doing. Yes, dear friend. It is a beautiful week, actually. We are to expect so much, even from our club, Chelsea. The first week in pre-season already took place. 2 games played. The first one, Chelsea, we played a draw, 2-2 draw with Wrexham. Second game, Saturday night football. We lost by 4-1 against Celtic. Dear friends, this new week, we still have 2 games to play. Club America and Manchester City. What are we expecting? What are your expectations for this week? In the games that are going to come up this week against Club America and Manchester City this week, what are your expectations? Let me hear from you in the comment section. I know most of you were disappointed in the last games. Yes, I was equally disappointed. But you see, we are in a new week. And like we say, it is a pre-season. We cannot say much about it. Being in pre-season means that we are preparing for the upcoming season. And when things go wrong, it is expected that we will start to correct things. The truth is, we don't have a full squad. We don't have a full squad available to Maresca at this juncture. And we are also fully aware that we still need a winger. We don't just need a winger, we are also talking about a striker here. But my question I want to ask is, are we really sure on the Maresca system we want to play? Because personally, the kind of players we have, assuming we want to go by our normal style of football, we would have seen Rhys James, our captain, playing from the right side of defense and attacking and delivering crosses from the right side of defense. Don't you think Chelsea lack attack from the right? We know what Rhys James could do or can do on a good day. His crosses from that side, overlapping and giving in good crosses into the 18-yard box. Aren't we missing that? Well, let me also make mention of Axel Disasi here. So far, he's not been part of the games played. And we understand Axel Disasi underwent hernia surgery in the summer and is recovering from it. He played through it at the end of last season to make sure he was available. So he was having the hernia, he was going through pain, but he played through it. Similar situation Enzo Fernandez had, getting to the later part of the season. But he had his surgery earlier on, before the season even ended. Because he really wanted to play in the Copa America. But Axel Disasi played through the pain. Now that we are in preseason, he went for the surgery and he is recovering quite well. He's recovering quite well. Yes. We also understand that Cole Palmer and Conor Gallagher will not travel to the US. They will rather meet the team back in Cobham. Yes. Once their extended holiday is over, Cole Palmer and Conor Gallagher, they will be training at Cobham with the under-21s, the reserve team at Cobham until the return of the first team from the US. Dear friends, so Cole Palmer will not be part of the preseason, second year in a row. Remember last season we signed him after the preseason. This time around also, he will not be part of the preseason. And so some of these players, I believe, by the time they are joining the squad, Maresca football, well, meaning that the starting of the season, we might still not have players like Opama from the start. Yes. We might not have players like Opama from the start. That is what it will mean. He's not been part of the preseason with the first team. Have you thought about that? I don't know what plans the coaches they have for Cole Palmer right now as we speak. But you see, one player that I was so keen to see play football for Chelsea is Mikhailo Mudryk, dear friend. Mikhailo Mudryk started against Celtic. According to Johnson Sport, Mikhailo Mudryk started a game against Celtic. Yes, we saw it. But according to the report, he was underwhelmed. And they now brought out his record from his previous club. He said his record reads 12 goals and 17 assists in 44 appearances for previous club, Shakhtar Donetsk. It is more a mega 7 goals and 4 assists from 58 games for Chelsea. This is the assessment made by someone on Mikhailo Mudryk. Now, dear friends, I have a video here I want you to see. A few seconds video by Mikhailo Mudryk against Celtic. It's unfortunate that we are used to singling out players, individual players for performances, when we are not able to take our time to analyze the game in total. You see, when I watch the game carefully, fact remains that Mikhailo Mudryk was not even supplied with balls. The few times that the ball got to him, he played what he expected of him. Yes, few times that he received the ball, as you can see the video right there on the screen, the few times that the ball got to him, he played the game as expected of him. But larger part of the game, he was not being served at that side of the field. The left side of the field was not being served. Why then do we say that he was underwhelmed? Underwhelmed by what? By whom? And they now brought out his record. 12 goals and 17 assists in 44 appearances for previous club, Shakhtar Donetsk. Yes, there he was given much more opportunity on the ball, on the field of play. Under Pochettino, we all saw it. We were here watching all the games. He will come into he will score a goal. The next game, he will not be part of the team. 2-3 games after, he will come in second half. How do you expect him to keep delivering? Sometimes when we want to analyze players, we need to check statistics carefully. We need to be careful. And it is even a bad thing if we are to if we want to be singling out certain players. Maybe you have a motive, dear friend. All right. You see, it is your breakfast. And it's Monday. Going into this week, what do you expect? My hopes are high. I will be expecting the team to begin to get shape. I'll be expecting the team, Chelsea football, to begin to get shape right now. Like we saw in the game against Celtic. We were more on the ball than against Wrexham. Our tactics, the formation, our presence on the field, we could see it clearly. What we were lacking is the goal delivery, the goal scoring, the final third, and the defense. The final third and the defense. More especially, let me stress, Wesley Fofana, he actually was one of the reasons why we considered goals against Celtic. I'm not in any way trying to single him out, but we saw a video where even our goalkeeper was shouting his name. Where's? Why I made mention of him? Because the whole of last season, he did not touch a football. So it is expected that it will take him a little bit of time. It will take him time in order for him to get him back on his feet as Wesley Fofana that we know. It will take him time. And thank God the coach is giving him minutes on the field of play. That is what Wesley Fofana needs. These mistakes, let's allow him to make those mistakes. He is a smart player and he can correct himself. This is my point. Wesley Fofana can correct mistakes. He knows He knows very well. He knows what to do. As a professional footballer, we all know him. The minute that he's being given right now, it's an opportunity for Wesley Fofana to correct his own mistakes. No one needs to tell him, dear friends. So, working on our defense and our final delivery. We created few chances, but we couldn't bury the ball. Christopher Nkunku played a full 90 minutes. Yes. Against Celtic. I believe because we were not able to have another striker on the bench apart from McGuire. That is why the coach allowed him to play the full 90 minutes. Hoping that the goals could start coming in. Well, dear friend, against Club America, I would expect a different result, and that should be a positive one. Yes. I understand Chelsea's next signing, Philip Jorgensen, on his way to the United States. Well, actually, he should be landing by now. He's traveling for the contract signing in the US to join Enzo Maresca's squad on a preseason tour. Deal until June 2030 plus option until 2031, set to be sealed. So our goalkeeper, our new goalkeeper, deal is almost done. And the player currently should be in the US, ready to sign the contract and join the squad, the entire squad in the US for the preseason. Maybe in our next two games, maybe against Real Madrid and Inter Milan, we might be seeing him in our goal post. Yeah, it is what it is, dear friends. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let me quickly take this before we continue. Let me take this. Yeah, because it's interesting to note. Let me say, in case the situation with PSG will collapse, and maybe, and maybe Napoli or Osimehn reduce the package or the total package, that could remain one of the options in the final weeks of the window. I'm saying it again. According to Fabrizio Romano, if Napoli reduce the asking price on Victor Osimehn, and if the player himself is willing, and PSG could not agree on terms with both Napoli and Osimehn, then in the final weeks of the transfer window could be Chelsea's week with Victor Osimehn. More so when Napoli are waiting to get Lukaku from Chelsea. In the final weeks of the transfer window, anything can happen. If PSG negotiations, as it is going currently, if it collapses, because the player like Chelsea, Chelsea like the player, but because of the amount involved, and that brings me to this story. Dear friends, that brings me here. You see, right now it is evidently clear that Chelsea, we made mistakes last season which cost us so much. This season and this transfer window, it was expected that Chelsea would correct some of those mistakes. One notable mistake that Chelsea made, dear friends, was an experienced player in the squad or within the squad. An experienced player, not just an experienced player, but also a Premier League made player. If we cannot get experience from outside, then we should get, in fact, the best option is to get a Premier League player. But the options available in the Premier League are few. Now, we said Olise want to earn too much. Michael Olise. His demands were too much. So Chelsea let him go. Chelsea says Nico Williams' demands are too much. So we cannot go in for him. Chelsea at the same time say Victor Osimhehn's asking price and his demands are too much. Listen, the Chelsea that we know shouldn't be talking about the asking price of players, wages of players. The players we have are stealing a living. Wake up and actually make statements signing, Chelsea, instead of these unknown keys that we are working on. Wake up and make a statement signing. The player that can cause a great change within this squad right now, dear friend, Victor Osimehn, Nicolas Williams, Michael Olise. We have already lost Michael Olise. So let me just replace Michael Olise right now with Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez. Get Julian Alvarez to Chelsea. Get Nico Williams to Chelsea. And you will see the change in this setup. You will see the change in this current Chelsea team. You know, I don't need anybody from anywhere to tell me what is lacking right now in this setup. Chelsea need a statement signing that can lift the morale, the atmosphere, the aura around the club. A player that can lift the morale of the other players, a player that can lift the aura around the team. We need a statement signing, Chelsea. Currently, the players we have, unknown kids. What can we achieve? Well, it is your breakfast, dear friend. I will not take you any further. I will not. But quickly, dear friends, this week is going to be another busy week. And I'll be happy. I'll be very much happy to see Chelsea doing something different. I'll be very much happy to see Chelsea doing something different. Before I let you go for your breakfast, I want to say, I don't have the shout-out list here right now. We are still preparing my next episode. I should come back with all the shout-out for you guys. But I read something from one of our brother. He spoke on something which I've been thinking about. He talked about live comments. Dear friends, live comments. Well, I just want to point out that to get live comments means we must go live. When we are on live show, then we can have live comments. And we are working towards that. Hopefully, we shall be going live on podcast. And you will start sending us your live comments. And we'll be reading it out straight away, dear friends. Live comment, I agree with you. In my next episode, in about 2 hours from now, I will come up with the next episode, which will be exclusive. And I'll bring all the shout out to you guys. Dear friends, let me leave you here. It's your breakfast time and it's Monday morning. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.